I'm not good enough, and all of that negativity comes in there. But if they take it in a process, step by step, and just look at this step right now. I'm going to do this step, and then next week we're going to work on this step, and before you know it, you take a pause and you look back and you go, wow, look at how far I've come. That gives you confidence. Mm-hmm. Then you can take a few more steps a little bit quicker. You know, everything is a process, as you said, but it all is a matter of where you're keeping your focus at. Mm-hmm. You have to keep focused on the positives and learn from the negatives. I'm not saying live in a glass world where everything is sunshine and rainbows. It's not. Mm-hmm. But look for the positives in everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, I am not one of these positive speaking motivational people. I do realize that life is dark, dirty, and dismal. I mean, believe me, if you read my autobiography, you would say this is not the same person that is talking right now. Mm-hmm. But I can now look back and say that even in those very darkest moments, when I thought there was absolutely no hope left, and I was praying that there was nothing else, that sun would not come up the next morning, because I did not want to go through this anymore. You know, I was looking for a way out. That there was a reason, there was something that I have been able to take from those experiences and cultivate them and change them into something good, something that I can now use to help others that are struggling and going through that now. Something that I can make into a concrete step for someone else to crawl up on to help them get out of where they're at. Yes. So I may have went through hell on earth to get to where I am, but I can now look back and say, if I had known when it all started, if God had shown me when I was a child my life for the first 50 years, I would have said, oh no, you got the wrong person. I am not doing that. Where's the exit door? But he showed me one day at a time, because he knew that there was no, I would have said, no, not me. I'm not doing that. But because he only showed me a little bit at a time, I dealt with what I had to deal with when I had to deal with it. Now I can look back and say, thank you, God, for not showing me that whole picture at once. Thank you for not overwhelming me with what I had to go through.
Yes, he's good like that.
We take our goals and our ideas and our ambitions, our dreams, and if we just look at the end goal, we get overwhelmed. But if we break it down into a process or step-by-step phases and just focus on this step, this phase, this week, or this day, maybe even just this hour for some people. And once you get through that, reward yourself. You've made it through this phase, this time, this process, this step, and then keep going forward. Don't look back, just keep going forward. You know, there is times and moments when you have achieved enough where you can take that break, that pause, and with a group of people, and with the right group, sit back and appreciate the fact that you have massively achieved a big thing in your life. And look back and say, wow, I have confidence. Look at what I've done.
Yes,
But
but you also
when
have to be
you're first starting, you can't.
Yes, that is so true. But you got to be careful that you don't get too confident, thinking that you have arrived, because problems will still arise. There's been those things that comes up suddenly, just like when somebody die, or somebody abuse you. Guess what? It's still a
I tell
path
people
that you can stay on. Go ahead.
absolutely. I don't have confidence in myself. I have Godfidence.
Yes.
I don't have confidence in my abilities. It's His ability to work through me.
Yes. Yes, I think that part is very important, because a lot of people think, well, they got it all together, they got this, but you don't know what's really going on inside of them. You really don't know what's going on inside their home. They just showing you what you want to see, but you really don't know. But that's why when you get to a certain place within yourself, because you know about you, because you have worked on you, and you done got the right wisdom and the right knowledge and the right guidance for you, to be able not to shift and move the way somebody else think or how they feel. And you can tell them, okay, this may not be for you, but it works for me. Because see, for me, I know for myself what works for me. And you can't just come at me with anything and just tell me anything and I'm going to go along with it. But see, that's why you got to get to a certain place within yourself that you know. So I don't care what comes at you. It used to be where things used to happen in spurts one at a time. It's not happening that way anymore. I mean, you got 4 or 5 things coming at you at the same time now. But see, once you have built that foundation, it'll strengthen you to be able to deal with that. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Yes, it's going to be hard. But you can still take that next step. You could the wind can blow you every which way but loose. But you can still come back into focus, come back in that position, ready to go.
Something my grandmother taught me, which if it wasn't for a lot of the things that she taught me as a child, I'm not so sure that I would have endured as much as I did in life. She taught me that to be a willow tree. Willow trees live by the water. They live by a flowing stream of water. And as a Christian, we know that Christ is the living water. But willow trees bend. No matter what kind of storm comes through, the willow tree will bend with the storm. Very rarely will you see, even in a tornado, a willow tree has broken. A willow tree will bend with the storm and then come right back up into the position it was in before the storm ever happened. So you have to learn to bend with the storm and give with the wind and hang on to that stream of living water, and you will make it through whatever storms that the life will give at you.
I concur. I agree totally, because that is exactly what I do for myself. And that's one of the things I try to teach other people, to do the same thing, to start with themselves, because you are that foundation. And once you can get that firm foundation, you can have those healthy relationships. You can have that successful career that you want, or you can get that job that you want. You can get up happy in the morning, ready to go.
Absolutely. And if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
That's right. So do you have anything that you would want to offer the listeners today?
I can offer them a free consultation anytime they want it, for individual life coaching or for business coaching. If they have an idea for a business that they want to start, or they have a hobby they want to turn into a business, or if they're retired and have decided that every day being Saturday is a little boring, I can help them with that. I can give them one-on-one life coaching or counseling if need be, if it's an abusive situation or they're in a domestic abuse, or if they are young people that have been through domestic abuse as a child, I'm more than willing to do coaching as well. If you're local, I have theology classes that I do, and they also will be provided very soon online and on DVDs and videos. So, but my complimentary coaching sessions are available if you connect with me on Facebook or my LinkedIn.
Do you want to give them a direct contact for you?
You can find me on Facebook, Dr. Laura Narry, LinkedIn, Dr. Laura Narry, or you can reach me if you are in PA or in the United States at my business phone number, 724-573-1299.
Awesome. So is there any last word of wisdom that you want to leave?
You were not born to be abused or used by anyone. You were born for greater things than that. And if you have a dream or an idea in life that you've never achieved, then now is the time to find out how to achieve it.
Awesome.
And you're worth it. You can reach your goals if you want to become active enough to do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Laura Narry, for your insight today. It has been truly insightful, and I really honestly thank you.
Thank you. It was an honor and a pleasure to be here.
And also too, if you want to build that foundation that I have been speaking about, if you want to get a right strategy for the right resources to target the right problem, go to Sheila at emotionalfreedomblog.com. That's Sheila, SHELIA, at emotionalfreedomblog.com. And just stay tuned, because I am going to be putting together a Facebook group, a newsletter, and a retreat. So all those things are coming. So be blessed, and as always, use what happens. Whatever happens, embrace it, learn from it, and grow.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
Coach on Fire Radio.
I am the